Okay, Microsoft Teams is a brilliant product, but we are being asked more and more by business owners to put some controls and parameters in place. You'll notice that by default, all staff members can create any team that they want and any channel inside of that team if they're the owner of the team. So what happens, generally speaking, is this can sometimes cause a little bit of chaos. People that have created duplicate teams because they weren't included in the original team, so they create another one, and then all the users are trying to figure out which team is the one they're supposed to be using. You may find that some people are applying different permission sets to one team and not another team. So you may say, well, blocking all external sharing, for example, but then someone goes and creates their own team and then enables the external sharing. You may find that you might have a project template. So every time you create a team, you want it to have the same set of channels, the same apps and tabs and a folder structure. And that's totally doable, but when you put it in the hands of the users, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't get created in that structure. So we've created a simple tool and we call it Teams Control. But you'll see that it's embedded directly into Teams. Now what happens is we disable the button inside of Teams, which is just down here at the bottom that says it enables users to create their own teams. So that gets disabled, and then we create the form and embed it into a channel inside of your teams. Okay, so let's just jump through and we'll take a look at that. So simple form, people will submit their team name, they will have the team type, whether it's private or public. They will add their members, and this is just a suggestion. So you could just add the members after the team has been created, but this helps the approver make the decision on whether the team should be created. Then you add a team description and then a note for the approver. And then when they get submitted, I, as the approver, you can see I'm the approver here. So when it gets submitted, I get to review the request. So I see all the information that was submitted in the form. Then I get to choose who's going to be the owner. So there's two options here, really. The person who submitted the request becomes the owner, or I become the owner as the approver. And so from here, you as a business owner can decide whether you want to be the owner of every single team, or whether you're happy to step aside and let your teams manage those teams, and you would enable them, the requester, to be the owner. Okay, then you can review the members list that was attached. So in that example I put through is just Anna Marika. Then we can choose a team's configuration. So in this example, we just have a default and a special, but you can have as many in that list as you want. You can have some project templates, you can have some HR templates, or whatever you want in there to create the team structure. Then we add a comment, and you choose whether you're approving or rejecting. Okay, so let's assume I'm going to approve this team. What happens then is as soon as I submit it, the notification would go to the requester to say that your team has been created, and it's been created in here. And this one was based off a template, and therefore it has a templated channel. But it also applies the security permissions and add the users from the list and the owners as requested. So that's pretty simple, but it just puts a bit of framework in place to make sure that teams are being created correctly. If you are still concerned about the utilization within teams that you don't have visibility on, then we have another product for that, and that is called the Risk and Auditing tool. And so you'll find out a little bit more about that a little bit later on. Thank you.